What's up, you guys? It is T and V again, and this is Timothy and
Regine.
All right. And so basically, this video we're actually gonna pretty much resume the first part of how we met. Now this is the second part, which is going to go over
the first date.
Yes, the first date, all the way through the wedding, and then present. We're not going to take, the whole thing in depth, but if you guys want to see more of that, just let us know in the comments certain subjects that you might want us to touch on. Then we definitely will make a video on that. But this one is just to resume from part one. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into it. And just want to know which part that you want to talk on first.
We're going to bring them into the first date.
Right.
So you guys already know how we met. We met on AIM, the Jerk Squad. And so here we are. We met at the South Bay Galleria Mall.
All right.
I went by myself. Mind you, we've already been talking for 5 months. He came along with his best friend, or should I say his best friend came along with him. And I remember I had texted Timothy. Mind you, I was talking to his best friend too, not like that. A friend of mine was talking that way to his best friend. Or was she? No, I don't think she was yet. Let me not lie. So his best friend just tagged along with him. And I remember texting Timothy, my husband, now, saying, hey, I'm here at the front of the mall. I think I was in front of Nordstrom's or Macy's or something like that. And I remember sitting out in front of the Macy's or Nordstrom's like this. And Timothy's best friend, I already knew what he looked like, He had came out and he was just so friendly and personable, and he already knew who I was. He came up to me like we knew each other forever. That's the way it felt like. I'm like, hey, Brandon. He's like, hey. I'm like, where's Timothy? He's like, in there. And I'm looking. Timothy is, you can look into the store, the glass, and Timothy is looking out the glass at me. And I'm like, so, we were, although I was like that, you can see my personality. I'm a little bubbly, and there's times I'm not like this, but I'm like, so Timothy comes out. He was shy. Although I'm saying I'm like this, I was very, very shy. You'll see as I explain more later. So, he came out all tall. He was super skinny. We were fresh out of high school. He was so tall. Mm-hmm. So skinny, like a twig. Wearing those tight pants, that the jerkers wore. If you bend over, his pants could rip. Super tight pants with the Vans all the way to the second hole. So fresh, so clean, but super tall and skinny. And I was just like, ooh. And he had a fade and his little brown eyes. He got brown eyes. You can't see him in here, but he got pretty brown eyes. And I was just, woo. I was very nervous once he came out to me. So all this, how I am, woo, 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 woo. When he came out to me, I kind of, woo, shut down. So, there we were both shy, talking, and, hey, gave each other a hug, and then we went into this Macy's or Nordstrom's or whatever it was. We entered through it. On the outside, we entered through it to get into the mall. It may have been the Fox Hills Mall, but I don't quite remember. I think it was South Bay. But anyway, so we went into the Macy's or Nordstrom's from the outside and entered into the mall, and we went to go see a movie. So Brandon was the double date. So I don't even remember the movie that we seen, do you?
Yes, I remember the movie that we first saw before she became...
Well, you're good, babe.
Yes, thank you. And right now I feel like a sneeze is coming on. But if I do, forgive me. It's like right at the tip of the nose. But anyway, so just to kind of highlight certain things that she mentioned for those who don't know what a jerk squad is, from if you're viewing this from other parts of the world, basically here in the USA, the western side, California, Los Angeles, we actually around 2010, between 2010, I want to say maybe 2013, that's when pretty much it was a movement which were pertaining to like people. Honestly, it's more so like an outlet. People would say like instead of doing games, they would dance, and so the dance became a real viral sensation, which is jerking. It's called jerking, and I know that that word can mean something else, But here, it actually is a dance that pretty much, I would say, students in high school, college were into. So if you go on YouTube, just search something like, Jerk Squad or, whatever the case may be, you will see some videos of that, just to clarify that part.
Right.
And when she was saying the skinny jeans and stuff that I was wearing, it wasn't like female skinny jeans. It was what
they wore.
Yeah, it was part of the culture at that time.
Fashion.
Of what we wore when we was dancing, particular in that moment. Right now, there isn't none of that anymore. But at that time, it was the skinny jeans, but not like the skin tight jeans where women wear.
He was in the fashion.
Right.
Let's be clear, he was in the fashion.
Yes. But just to clarify that, because I don't want y'all thinking I was on some weird stuff.
No, we wouldn't be together, babe.
I know that. So that's why I have to clarify, so that way we all on the same page here. So being that said, just going to the movies part, the first movie that we saw together.
This is interesting. I forgot.
Is it was Saw 3D.
That's right.
That's when we.
That's right.
Yeah. So that was the first movie, and so
You're good,
basically, I have to remember that.
Yeah.
Because it was a highlight.
That's right.
So after the movie, let's do it during the movie. I'm sure everybody experienced this. If you are watching and you dated someone, you always have that thought in the back of your head, like how I'm gonna end the night. Usually end the night with a kiss. You usually end the night with a hug or something like that. You try to stamp the night with a moment, so that way it doesn't seem awkward. And the last thing you want to do is not do anything, and then the person you're dating, wish you did something. All this, this little stuff that we go through as time goes on when you're dating someone. So basically, when we was in the theater, I held her hand, and I was like, man, I'm just gonna go in for the kiss, because at the end of the day, I want her to know that I'm like all in, because it's like one of those things where if you don't or are not sure, then you begin to doubt the person that you're dating, and just men and women are just different in terms of that. So I, as a man, I wanted to make sure she knew I was really into her. And what's the worst thing that can happen? She might slap me. That's the worst thing that could have happened. But I just took the risk and did it anyway. So that's pretty much what happened on that one. And after that, we just pretty much kept going on dates. We never had any vehicles. We didn't drive at the time, so we always took like a bus.
We were fresh out of high school.
Exactly. We was 19 when we first met, and so we took the bus to meet each other. She lived in Santa Monica. I lived in Linwood, and so we were just basically commuting to see each other like either every other weekend or something like that. And so basically, fast forward, it was a moment where we was supposed to. And this is actually before we met at the mall, because we were supposed to meet each other in person, but that didn't work out. And so she was like, "Oh,
it worked out."
Yeah, but no, not I'm talking about the meetup.
Yeah, for Knox.
Yes.
It worked out. So we planned to go to Knox Berry Farm with some friends, and this is where I thought Brandon was involved with my friend, and this is where he really is involved with my friend. So he was talking to my friend, and me and Timothy were dating, and the plan was to go to Knox Scary Farm. So my friend, she got a limo. We all knew to go to Knox Scary Farm. The time, we were all gonna meet at her house to get into this limo. And I think my dad picked me up late, or a relative picked me up late. Somebody picked me up late. So I was at home all by myself, and my boyfriend at the time, now husband, went with his friend Brandon and this girl to Knox Scary Farm, and they were having such a good time. I would call and hear all the excitement in the back, and I'm just at home and I'm just crying in my pillow. So I was like, I don't think this is gonna work, but he didn't let that happen. So
nope.
That was the first time we were supposed to meet. So then we ended up actually meeting for the first time at the mall. And as I'm thinking about this, that happened before we met. So I know this isn't about Brandon, but so yeah, Brandon
is
his best friend,
my best friend. So
yeah, you may see him in some videos.
Yeah, so if you hear her say Brandon is most likely my best friend, and there's other Brandons too, but we're specifically talking? So if we mention Brandon, we'll make known to what we're referencing to. So
Yes.
that's my best friend she's
Yes.
talking about.
So we had our first date at the mall, and he ended up kissing me in the movies, and that broke the ice because I was so shy. He was shy
Oh, you said the
too.
movies?
Yeah.
Oh, it's not like you
The
said
movie
something
theater.
else.
Mm-mm. What you thought I said?
No, go ahead.
Yeah. So he kissed me at the movies, and he asked me to be his girlfriend afterwards, and I said yes. And we've been together now for 8 years.
Oh, you gotta tell them.
Never, ever broken up. We were engaged for, I would say, about 3 years. We dated for a good 5. And we got engaged.
All right, but hold on. But you gotta tell them that you wasn't holding my hand.
Oh, yeah, so.
You wasn't doing nothing.
Oh, yeah, so, we met for the first time at the mall. And I was so shy, I couldn't even hold his hand. I didn't want him to hold my hand. I didn't want him to touch me. Ooh, I was just so shy. I was just
No, I didn't know that. I thought she didn't like me. I'm like, all right.
Ooh, all
I'm
these
about to get
butterflies
home.
everywhere. You know?
I'm about to leave.
So, but after he kissed me, that just broke the ice. So I held his hand after that. But I was super duper shy.
But you
But
didn't tell
that's a
me.
good thing though.
But wait,
ladies,
you didn't tell me that you were shy at the time.
Afterwards, I told you. I explained to you because you was
But
asking.
tell the ladies to let the men
So
know.
ladies, let me give you some advice. Y'all listen up here. It's good, ladies, and you men listen too. It's good, ladies, for you to be shy. There's nothing wrong with being shy. Men, you want a girl that's shy. The reason you want a girl that's shy is because that's a good thing, okay? It's a really, really good thing. You don't want a girl to be
Or a
jumping
woman.
in your lap,
You
a
just say
woman to be jumping in your lap, kissing you all in your mouth, rubbing all on your body, your leg, grabbing you here and there. You know what I mean? All on the first time, first date. You know what I mean? You can't get away from her. She's smuggling you, doing this, that, and the other. You know, you want a woman that's reserved, that makes you wait. You understand what I'm saying? You don't want no fast girl. You don't. You know? So, yeah, Timothy definitely, he has some waiting to do. But, so yeah, we met at the mall, and, you know, we dated for a good 5 years. We went to college.
You gotta give them the year. What year? It was 2010. All the way. You said 5
to like
years.
about till about 2015. No, we got engaged like 2014. So we dated about 4 years. Got engaged. Got married 2017. So
They do the math.
yeah. Let's try to do the math. So we got, the beautiful thing about it, what I love so much is we both started driving school. We got our driver license together. We got our cars around the same time. We started college the same time. We graduated college. My husband started a business. I decided to work in my industry.
And this is her business right here.
You know, this is our business right here, okay?
No. The shirt.
This is one too.
The soon she'll tell you more about this.
This
soon.
is Heavy Minded Movement. This is a
Faith over
movement
fear.
that I started about 6 years ago, and that's in the works right now. But us doing what we love, sharing our experiences, being with each other, doing challenges and pranks and traveling, we're gonna take you guys with us. But I think that's so beautiful, like I said, that we did all of those things together. You know, driving, college, getting your license, watching my husband's business go from the very start, scratch, to booming. And we're just so happy. And we just wanted to give you guys this video in continuation from our very first video. And now that's enough about all of that, unless you guys have other questions. We're young, we're black, and we're married. If you guys have any questions about relationships,
Christians. We're Christians.
Christians, don't forget that. You know I said that in the first video. But if you have any questions in regards to relationships, leave a comment below and we'll be happy to answer those questions. But now, since you guys know about us, enough about us, really. You guys know quite enough about us, quite a bit about us. Now that you guys know quite a bit about us, now it's time to get to some fun stuff, some challenges, and some pranks. Trying to, you know, we're gonna turn the heat up on this channel now. We're gonna turn the heat up on this channel.
Yeah, we gonna see.
Least expected.
We gonna see.
We just basically did these 2 videos to let you guys know about us and who we are. You guys, you know he has a business. I work in the healthcare industry. You guys know about us as a couple. You know, later down we'll get on here as individuals and share some things, but a lot of the time it'll be us together because it's T and V channel. So anyways, do you have anything else to say, babe?
Yeah, so when she mentioned that I have a business, she actually saying that I pretty much do, which I already do, is wedding photography. So for those of you who want to know more about that, you can go on my website. So it's tdmproductions.com, and pretty much, yeah, since we've been married, I've been doing a whole bunch of wedding stuff.
Yes,
so I've been just doing from photos to videos. So that's pretty much my occupation when it comes to, you know, work-wise and stuff. And like she said, she's in the nursing field, but also she did this shirt right here.
It's coming back. You guys will hear from that.
Okay,
you guys will hear more about that.
All right, look, you trying to feel on me?
I could feel on you.
All right, listen up. Okay, so it says faith over fear. Okay, so her line is called Heaven Minded, but we're gonna get into that later. We actually working on some cool stuff, so we'll, you know, spell all that later. But just to let you know up front, because this second video from the first part is all for the OGs, and the OGs is those who've been rocking with us before we go however God takes us in this channel. So y'all know from the jump, y'all been here, you heard it from us, you know, things is rolling in nice. So without further ado,
let's roll out.
We're gonna roll out. All right, hold on, wait, before you do that, we're gonna roll out. But again, if you haven't, go ahead and turn on the notification bell. Do that. And subscribe. And leave comments on what other stuff you want us to talk about.
And thumbs up.
And thumbs up, share it, all that great stuff. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. I already know I said that twice, but I have to say it again because people don't listen. So yes, this is Timothy.
And
all right, we out.